rather than have three questions, this is a collective question, and it's directed not so much to you, Kristy, but to Chief Counsel here in relation to the role of the Central Intelligence Agency. We understand the abuse, the sex, the drugs and everything else, and we're wondering if Chief Counsel could comment on the advantage of the CIA being involved in these programs, and and the dangers of disclosure, like when people do come out of drug-induced and sex-induced disturbance. I was just saying to His Grace before that, and to my associate Justice, that a friend of mine became addicted to cocaine, and he basically lost his mind. He used to go to parties manned by leading lights in the establishment, including judges, and they were served drinks and cocaine by naked girls, and that was normal. But he came out of it, and he recovered, and he wrote a book, and the book is a bestseller, and it's on the Amazon bestsellers list. So some of the people who were involved ended up in prison. He didn't, and some judicial reputations went down in tatters. So I was wondering if Chief Counsel could...
Sir John, I love being sandbagged and hit over the head with a 2x4, no problem.
But you're trained for it. You're a Marine officer.
It is the obvious question. Let me say that you'll have a chance to submit additional information for the record, including names if you wish, and we can coordinate something for follow-on videos.
Yes.
The obvious question is, okay, you've been a senior CIA officer, and do you believe this? Yes, I believe this. However, let me clarify that 90% of the people in CIA are good people trapped in a bad system, and there are at least 7 CIAs, okay? So CIA is not a monolithic organization. Also, when we, against the orders of President Truman, when Allen Dulles brought in all the Nazi scientists and so forth, they went to 2 places. They went to CIA and they went to the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, which in our world we call it not a space agency. And as Kathy O'Brien has said so clearly, that's where the bulk of the mind control has been done. So just to mention the 7 CIAs as a partial and very brief answer to your question, there is the Wall Street CIA. CIA was actually founded by Wall Street to be its secret control element. And this is best told in a book by David Talbot, The Devil's Chessboard. Okay, and I have a summary review on it. Then there's the White House CIA, which does dirty tricks for whoever happens to be president. But the White House CIA seems to have merged into the blackmail CIA. CIA at the worst level appears to have joined now with the FBI, the NSA, and the Mossad. And so there's this aspect. And then there's the drone CIA, which has a 98% assassination rate. There's the Saudi-Israeli CIA, which does rendition and torture. And then there's the real sort of CIA, the old spies like me who do their best not realizing that it's all a joke. And then finally there's the bureaucratic CIA. I mean, I was threatened with assassination in a specific country, and 2 days later the message comes in. I went underground in pseudonym in another hotel, abandoned my house, and a message comes in from a clerk at CIA saying, well, we're paying for your house, we can't pay for a hotel at the same time. And my chief of station sent back a one-line message saying, what part of assassination are you not understanding? Okay, so I've been there. And the bottom line for me is that the bulk of CIA is honest and worthless, and that 10% of CIA that does great evil needs to be rooted out. But I will absolutely assure you that the FBI, NASA, FEMA, DHS all have their own 10%. And so what we're doing here really is moving truth toward clearing all of this out. And Chief Justice, you can get me tonight over a glass of red wine and I'll tell you the rest of it.